The Hebrew name for Mount Scopus means "Mountain of the Watchers". Standing about 100 meters above the Old City, Mount Scopus lives up to its name. Due to its height, the mountain has great strategic military value, which dates all the way back to when the Roman army suppressed the Great Jewish Revolt in 66 AC. Baruch Newmark, commander of the Israeli forces in 1948, recognized the strategic location of Mount Scopus. Newmark said, "I believe that he who controls this commanding ground will rule Jerusalem." Mount Scopus was inaccessible from 1949 to 1967, when the city was divided under Israeli and Jordanian rule. During that time, Mount Scopus was an Israeli enclave completely surrounded by Jordanian territory. Everything in West Jerusalem was Israeli, and everything in East Jerusalem was Jordanian, except for Mount Scopus. How did this happen? In 1948, during the War of Independence, Mount Scopus became increasingly cut off from the main sections of Jewish Jerusalem. Access to the hospital and university campus was only through a narrow road about a mile and a half long that passed through the Arab neighborhood of Sheikh Jarrah. Trucks carrying food and supplies had to avoid sniper attacks and road mines on the way to the Hebrew University campus. When the ceasefire was announced, Mount Scopus closed itself off as an isolated, demilitarized zone within East Jerusalem. This continued all the way until the Six-Day War of 1967. The Hebrew University buildings are situated here, along with the Hadassah Medical Center. Since the armistice of 1949, the area has been controlled in part by Israel and in part by Jordan, under the supervision of the United Nations. Convoys have been permitted to pass through the Jordanian territory every 2 weeks with supplies and personnel replacement. After the Six-Day War, Israel had captured East Jerusalem and the entire city was reunited under Israeli rule. Once again, Israelis could travel freely about Mount Scopus.